Lovelies, how are you today? It is Thursday. It's time to talk about hair. So today what I wanted to do is I wanted to be a woman of my word and come back and let you know what I thought about putting in the CurlSmith after doing my wash day. Well, the truth is that with this one, it was not a full wash day. What I did was I still had my existing wash day that I had already done for the week. And I took my shower after putting conditioner in there. It's a kind of a layer thing. It was kind of a refresh day. And then I put my oil and my gel. And then after I really put all my stuff in there and parted it and did my banding, about to do my banding, is when I put a little bit of this at the end just to show you. Because I've already kind of made my decision about what I thought about this. But because I promised that I would try it in the banding instead of doing it in dry hair, then I figured let me try it. So I did that really, really late last night, so I hope my hair is dry enough. And I want to just take it out and see what you think. So anybody who's brand new, welcome to my channel. My name is Patrice Evans. I am considered the belly dancing minister. And on this channel, we unlock a woman's joy from her beautiful hair to her beauty from the inside out. And we keep Jesus at the center of all that we do. So if that's something you want to be a part of, then welcome, 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 welcome to this wonderful channel full of lovelies. I would love for you to be my lovely as well. It's a women's channel, so just know that we're going to be doing things on this channel for women. We have 4 shows a week, and look into the description to see all the different shows, okay? All right, so here we go. This is my banding. Yes, my hair's grown, and my little curls at the end are so cute. Are they cute? That's what my natural curl looks like. I'll start with the back. Okay, so it feels a little damp. I don't put anything in the back of my hair. I don't usually put color or anything in the back of my hair. Yeah, so it feels damp back there, which what I've been deciding lately is I don't mind the damp because it's healthy for my hair. And let me see, because I have a mirror here. Yeah, so you can just see the definition is there. This is how my banding comes out. So my crown area is an area where I have to do the most adjusting and the worst work. The goal has been to try and get this stretched out to match the bottom. So hopefully it's doing that. Now let me get the sides done. And I put this in the front and in the sides. I did tip with these, and then I put it in the banding with this. If you're brand new to this, then it's better to always have your hands, oiled hands, if you're going to manipulate your hair like this and take the banding out for your first time until you know your hair and how it feels, and if it feels too dry or whatever. So you want to make sure you're getting used to doing it the right way. Okay. So this is my gel that you see here. It's some beautiful stuff, my gel. My hair still feels a little wet, but I like the fact that it is moisturized because it is time to redo my hair, to do another wash day. So I'm glad that my hair is moisturized. I'm gonna put something light behind me just for the sake of like you seeing how long my hair, my hair back there a little bit. So let's see what happens if I go like this so you can see my hair. Because when I'm in the brown chair, sometimes you can't see my hair. So let me just take out this one. So I noticed that with the CurlSmith that it doesn't stay on your hands. It's not supposed to be on your clothes. But what happens is, does it not stay on if I have it in my banding? Can I have it in the banding and still have it in my hair? Is what I was trying to test. And the only one I tested on was this side, so we'll see in a second. Let me just get this one out. If I manipulate it like this, does that get rid of it? Is what I was trying to learn. Because when I showed it to you the first time, I wasn't having to manipulate it much. I'm going to tell you now, I'm not very pleased with it. I don't like it. I think it looks kind of cheap. And I don't understand why they picked real gold for hair. Maybe some people like it. Maybe the owners like it. But I don't like it. And I didn't like the green either. And a lot of you were like, well, then don't stick with it then if you don't like it. So as you can see on the tips, I'm gonna put this here so you can see how long my hair is in the back when it's wet. So this is what my hair looks like when it's very well moisturized and not stretched out as great. Because I did it really, really late last night, so I didn't have my full 24 hours to dry it. But I wasn't saturated either. It was just from the shower. You know, it's kind of like a re-moisturizing that I did last night. But I am very happy with how moisturized my hair is. For a refresh, that was really good. And I'm loving my gel, of course. And I'm just loving it. It looks healthy. I want to talk to you about the update of that. Okay, but in the meantime, I didn't put a lot on this time because I just want to show you what I ended up doing after I showed you the CurlSmith on my channel. This is what I ended up doing. I ended up putting a lot more throughout, so this is what ends up happening when I band it. Didn't put a lot, but it's on there. It didn't come off, which is kind of cool. I was concerned that it would wipe off, but it seems like it's still on my hair. It doesn't look like a lot, so I think it did wipe off a little. Yeah, it actually did wipe off some. So, you know, that technique didn't work for me. Yeah, it looks like it wiped off. So, doing it overnight with the CurlSmith didn't work for me. And so far it's not really working for me because I band and I would do that and then take it off. So it looks like I would have to do it dry, which is what they say not to do. But it's not fitting what I like to do. It's just like wishful thinking. I wish it did. But this is what I ended up doing that day when I did wear it. What I ended up doing was now I'm not gonna put my head back because it's not satin. I took my foundation and I have two. I have a lighter one and a darker one, Mary Kay. So if you're a Mary Kay consultant or you know anything about it, it is the C170 bronze C170 and bronze C160. I'm between both colors, sometimes darker or lighter depending on the time of year. So I'm gonna try the lighter one because we're trying to do highlights. And what I ended up doing to make it a little more dull is I put makeup on top of the makeup, which made me think, well then, why not just put makeup on my hair then? Why even use the CurlSmith? But that's what I did to warm it up a little bit. As you can see, I ended up having to put makeup on top of the CurlSmith, like just kind of squeeze it. You see how it changed it? I don't know if you can see, but it changed the dry color. So maybe with this one you can see. This color is very green looking. And I'm going to take a little bit of my makeup and kind of squeeze it on there. You can see it's a little browner. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little on there so you can see it better. This is just something I just wanted to complete what I started last time. I'm going to put it on this one. So with this one, I'm going to put the gold because it didn't work out the way I thought. So now, okay, so there you go. See, this is what it started off looking like. And you can see how light it is. So it did come off while I was sleeping. So see how bright that gold is? This gold it looks cheap to me. It looks green. It's not a pretty color. I'm not quite sure why they chose to do that for hair. But if you choose to get it, what I ended up doing was I let that dry a little bit. And then I took my makeup. Let's say you bought it, now you got this. I would like to return it. I'm gonna ask if I can. Let's say you got it and you wanna make it work for a night or whatever. You're gonna take your foundation, just a little bit, and just kind of squeeze on there your foundation to give it a warmer color, is what I did. It's already starting to look a little warmer, and that gold brash gold color is starting to go away. So you can use the gold as a lift so that at least you have its light, so that when you put another color on it like that, it actually looks better. So that's how I solved it last time when I did it, because I had to go out of the house with it, and I wanted to share with you all how I dealt with it. This is the color I'm really looking for, something more in lines of that. So I just wanted to leave you with, you know, my solution. So I didn't just leave you with a problem without a solution. So I'm just tapping the top of my, because it only gives me a tiny bit, and then I'll just put it on there. And there. So you have makeup on your hair, but if I had just put the light foundation on there, it may not have been this light. So I'm just using that more as a primer rather than an actual color. So this is the look I would prefer to have. And that's how I achieved that look. And so if I don't return it and I use it again, that's what I'm gonna do. And the fact that we're home a lot, and if I only need to show myself on video, the fact that we're home a lot, sometimes this could just be for a look. If you're just gonna be on a video or a Zoom or something like that. If you're out in public, you're not around people too much, it could work. So you could make this work by adding your makeup, okay? Some kind of foundation to kind of dull it down a little and make it look more natural. So my next thing is I did reach out to them because they sent me an email and I told them, could you please get a more natural tan to gold color instead of the kind of, I didn't say the word metallic, but this is very metallic. And they said we're working on more colors. So I'm excited to see the new colors they're gonna have. In the meantime, you know me, I'm an innovator. I'm probably gonna make some for myself. All right, so I hope that helped you if you really like the gold and wanna do that. So let me see if my hair looks decent because I just took it out and just left it like that. So I do need to mess with my hair a little bit just to make it look a little more presentable, but I think it looks okay. It's cute. So if you're new in my channel, you can see how I don't manipulate my hair much. Take it out of the bands, and then this is what it can look like. I could pick it up more, I could do more to it, okay? So my next thing is I want to tell you about, I just want to give you a little update of my low porosity hair. So I have severe low porosity fine hair, and I have 4 type here, and I have 3C. So what I wanted to leave you with is I went through a stint during COVID-19 where I was trying to wash my hair regularly and it would seem like it was working. But I wanted to give you some insight on that. If you have very low porosity hair, when I say low, that means you need to go under heat to get moisture in your hair. You have to go to lengths to get it. Some people can just put moisture in the hair, spray spritzer to just get it moist. And if you're brand new, and that's the average natural, she just needs to spray her hair and it just gets a little something, even if it's stretched. Other people would need to put their conditioner on and go into the shower or do it in the shower, so at least it lifts the cuticles. Most low porosity people, that's enough. So I'm extremely low porosity. So what I learned, and I want to just remind you and encourage you if you're seeing this, is that my hair was gradually getting drier and drier. So what I want to do is I want to tell you 3 very important things that I just learned during COVID-19 and that I keep relearning, and it gets frustrating, but it's something that is very fundamental that always proves itself to be true. And that is, we low porosity, especially fine hair, naturals, especially extremely low porosity, we have things we can't do like other people. The first thing is you must deep condition your hair once a week under heat, under steam, some kind of heat or some kind of steam. Steam is preferable. Once a week, coupled with midweek refresh, and that would be going into the shower. So a regular low porosity natural would just go in the shower, but we need every week to actually sit under a steamer or something and get it in there. It doesn't have to be there very long. When you have fine hair, you don't really have to stand in the steamer very long. I actually stay for like 3 to 5 minutes, the most. And I've learned that I do need to put the cap with this hooded steamer, and I put a hole in the cap so the steam can really get in there, and then it get locked in there, and then it can get into my hair. That's the only thing that really works. Of course, the Q-Redo is amazing, but I've just been led to stick with my hooded steamer, but just use the plastic cap and just put a hole in it so that it goes in there is what works for me. You must do that once a week and couple it with a midweek refresh, which I'm going to define as being going into the shower and putting a new layer on. So because you're not going to wash it all off, which we should be doing with low porosity hair because we get buildup, you'll have buildup, but you may be able to get some of your leave-in conditioner in your hair in the shower. Okay, so you have some layers in there already because you've already been putting stuff in your hair, but you might still be able to get some of that moisture in. That's what this is. So you go in the shower, now it's been spritzed with water spray. You're not soaking your hair in the shower, you're just taking a shower and the water is kind of spraying in your hair and the steam is in your hair. And you went in there with your leave-in conditioner. After that, you can get the wetness off of the layer of your hair and then go in and really get that in your hair with your hands. And then I would put in my oil, my growth oil, and then I put on my gel. I love my gel, and my gel's more moisture, of course. And then when I really feel, and you can tell when it's really in there because it starts to look dark like this, like darker. So that's one of the things, and then I'm good. And the last thing that I would say that I really I wanted to put my hair away, and I wanted to just kind of give it a break because it's growing and it's longer, and it's in that in-between stage where it's like, I wanted to give it a break, and I wanted to give my crown a great break. But the problem with that is that when you're extremely low porosity, you actually can't do long-term protective styles, not like everybody else, because we must do our weekly deep condition, and we need to do our refresh. Now, if you can do a long-term protective style and still get those two things in, then fine. But my concern is that it dries out so easily, and when you do protective styling, any kind of braids or anything that's long-term, even when I did my banding, I thought having it in for a week, you know that I've tried that, and it just dried my hair out. So I think I'm just gonna come to terms with the fact that I have to keep it moisturized. I can't do like everybody else. And the other thing is I want to leave you with something called keeping moisture levels up. I noticed that I actually put back moisture levels in my hair. And so it's a thing that you're kind of doing like your body. You drink water because you need new water every day, new 8 glasses a day. So your hair needs a new level of water replenished every week. It needs the full amount, and then it needs a refresh, a little bit of dampening, and then an actual refresh. And so you're actually treating your hair like your body. And so I just want to leave you with that I've learned about my hair. If you have extremely low porosity hair or just low porosity hair, even if you don't have low porosity, you need to be doing these things, but what level you need to do it will depend on how low your porosity is. Mine is extremely, so I'm giving you the extreme example of what a week should look like for you. And let me know if you have experienced any of the things that I'm talking about where all I did was rinse it every day, and I thought that was good enough, but it was literally taking the oils out and not really building moisture in my hair. So we need a perfect balance of putting it in and leaving it alone, putting it in, leaving it alone, starting all over again. And what I was doing was starting all over again a little bit, slightly, daily, and it was actually not hydrating my hair like it needed to, keeping the moisture levels up. So let me know in the comments what you know about moisture level. If you want to know more about moisture level, if you need to learn more about how to do that, if you want me to show you how I do it, and if moisture level is affected when you do long-term protective styling, we could talk about that next week if that's something we want to talk about. All right, so I hope this has helped you, and I hope that you're enjoying your highlights for the summer and however way you're doing it. Hope you're keeping your moisture levels up, and I love you so much. Thank you so much for subscribing, clicking the bell, and being a part of this wonderful, wonderful family of Lovelies. If you have any questions or anything, just go ahead and put it in the comment. You can also email me at patriceevans1@gmail.com. And make sure that you are joining me in all my different shows a week. The next one's Saturday. Please keep coming on Saturdays. I'm always going to give you something to do on Saturdays, okay? At 11 a.m. sharp. And on Sundays at 2, live here. Come on and let's talk about the Bible and what God's message is for you. I love you so much. Keep Jesus at the center of all that you do. God willing, I look forward to talking to you next week. Bye.